Welcome back to the show. My name is Marsha Haynes and I'm a senior at Capitol High School. And today we have a very special guest, Dr. Eric Greely. He's the new principal of Capitol High School, and thank you so much, Dr. Greely, for taking the time out of your schedule to be here.
You're welcome, Marsha.
So tell us, where are you from?
Well, actually, I'm originally from a small town called Bogalusa, Louisiana. It's about 30 minutes north of Covington, Louisiana, and that's where I was raised before I left there and went to college.
Tell us about your upbringing.
Oh, my goodness. I had hardworking parents. Let me just tell you, my mom and my dad, who I love so much, but my mom especially, she had 6 kids. And at 30 years old, she went back to LPN school, got an LPN nursing degree, and then she went and got an RN degree 2 years later. And her thing was teaching us that, you know what, if you study hard and you get some education skills behind you, you can have success. So that's what we took from that. She's the hardest working lady I know.
What morals and values did your parents instill in you?
Christian morals and values, especially love and caring for people and always helping people, right? Always having empathy for people. You never know what they're going through. So, you know, sometimes you just need to have empathy for them and think about them in another way and show that love when they're having tough days. And it goes a long way to helping people feel better about themselves.
As a youth, what schools did you attend?
Bogalusa High School. That's the only high school I went to. That was actually the only high school that was in Bogalusa. So that's the only one that we attended. It was a small town, like I said, outside of Covington. At one time, Bogalusa was the 7th largest city in Louisiana, but over the years, people have migrated away and moved away because the jobs are just not there.
Who were some of your teachers that made an impact on you?
Well, quite a few. I would say in elementary school, it had to be Miss Jorlingham. That's because she taught my mother as well. And back then, y'all, they can powder you if you didn't do right. And I got a couple of powdings from Miss Jorlingham, but I knew she cared and I knew that she loved me. I would say in high school, it had to be Coach Butler. Coaches had a tremendous impact on me because I played 3 sports in high school. And Coach Butler, I remember once my grades fell. I must have gotten a D in a class. I had all A's and B's and a D. And my mom was going to put me off the football team. And Coach Butler came to our house and said, Miss Greely, don't put him off. I got this. He's going to do better. So what that showed me was that he cared about me enough about me to say that, you know what, you're a smart kid. Your mama works hard. You're going to get this, and you're going to pass that class with an A or B. You coming back on this team, and you're going to work harder now. That man ran me for days. Every day he had me running and doing push-ups. But it instilled some values in me, the value of hard work, and to understand when people really care about you, it can make a difference in your life. And it made a difference by him just going to my mom saying, don't put him off the team. That's the wrong thing to do. But let's teach him how to grow from a mistake.
Why did you decide to go into education?
Oh, wow. Good question, Marsha. You know, I've wanted to be in education all my life, but the problem was I didn't think in education that I can make earn the income that I wanted to earn. So I ended up, after college, going to work for Procter & Gamble Distributing Company. You know some of their products, Crest Toothpaste, Scope, Head & Shoulders. I mean, at that time, to go work in Procter & Gamble, that's what everybody wanted to do. So I worked with them for about 8 years. Then I left there and worked with Coca-Cola USA out of Atlanta for another 7 years. So that's where I got a lot of my leadership skills and hard-working skills and having to compete against so many people, right? And I went through what they call 8 restructures. And during the 8th restructure, my wife said, you know what, you've always wanted to be an educator. She said, now is the time. We can afford it. So after, you know, in restructure, what it means, you all, is that they're downsizing in companies, right? Because they're trying to make more profit. So I said, you know what, let me do that. So I got back in school, and I got my master's degree in urban education at SUNO. My first degree came from Southern in Baton Rouge in marketing, and that's how I got with Procter & Gamble, and then ended up going to Coke USA, right? So after Coke USA, I said, it was in 2000, I said, you know what, I'm going to resign. And I left that nice salary, got back into college, and I was a teacher of a business class at Liberty Middle School. That was my first teaching job. I knew someone from church, that was the principal there, and he says, you know what, man, you'll be a great teacher. And so I started there. That was my start. And then from there, from Liberty, I taught in Orleans Parish as well. Then the hurricane hit. I ended up going to Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, for 8.5 years. My wife works for Folgers Coffee, so they had a plant up there. They transferred her. So I ended up going to Missouri for 8 years, and while I was up there, I became an assistant principal at a high school, actually. And while I was there, though, I got my education specialist from Northwestern and got my doctorate from the University of Missouri.
Tell us, how you got here at the Capitol?
That's a good question, too. So I was in EBR a couple of years ago as a teacher. And I left and went back to Bogalusa to be principal, my hometown. Now, that was my second time being principal in Bogalusa, and we had grown the school performance score 2 times. I grew, actually 3. I grew elementary school by 14 points and got the kids really excited. I grew a high school this last year by 6.8 points, and we grew the high school before that about 5 points. And their configuration was 6 to 8. This configuration is 6 through 12th grade. Our configuration is 7 through 12. So this makes me an ideal candidate for this particular job. So when the superintendent asked me if I was interested in being a principal again, I said, yeah, absolutely, yes. I mean, Capitol we have so many smart children here, or students here. All we got to do is inspire y'all and encourage you all, and you all going to be just fine.
What do you like the most about being principal here?
Oh my gosh, the opportunity to grow teachers and to grow students, the opportunity to have a staff here that's incredible, that care about children. My assistant principal, oh my gosh, some of the hardest working people I know. They spend as many hours as I do working, and I think that's great. That's what it takes, right? The opportunity to meet so many students that are so talented here. Again, our job is to encourage and inspire you and show you what the future has out there for you. It really is. And that's what I like about it, to see you grow. You know, people think Capitol, they think negative of Capitol oftentimes. They don't think us as an academic powerless institution, but we are, and we have those students. And my job, I'm going to prove to them that we can grow, that we can hold a C and do better, that we have smart students, that we're as talented as anybody out there. That's what I'm looking forward to. And the community need to know we have smart students. We have got to stop focusing on the 10 or 15% of students that may not be doing the right thing at that time, but we want to encourage them because we want to keep them in school. But we need to focus on the 85% of students who are trying their very best to do the right thing and ensure that we teach them what they need to know in order to become proficient, score mastery and advance, especially in those core areas.
Why should parents send their children to Capitol High School?
Oh my gosh. Capitol High School has a history that's out of this world. And again, send your child here because not only is it safe, but we have a lot of great teachers here. There are issues at every school. Every school there are issues. But let me tell you something. The children here, they're safe. We have some great teachers here. There is a history here of success here, and that history is still here. So believe in Capitol because we have great teachers. And you have good leaders here, APs, assistant principals, as well as the principals. That's why they are sending their kids here. We are truly a community school. We are.
What do you think about our new TV studio?
I think it's incredible, don't you? Yes, I really think it's incredible. And I like that you all are having the opportunity to be exposed to another career. Usually the more affluent schools have these types of setups, TV studios. Not a lot of our minority schools, predominantly black schools, have those. But guess what? Our district, our superintendent, and our leadership have saw fit that you all at this school, Capitol, deserve the same opportunities to grow as everybody. This is really a great exposure for you. For you to sit here and have an opportunity to interview me, you might want to do this for a lifetime, our student of the year.
What do you think about our medical zone program?
I think it's great. Again, more exposure, right? We want to get all the exposure that we can get.
Tell our audience about some of the other programs at Capitol High School.
Well, we're going to bring more CTE programs at Capitol High Schools. That's number one. We want to get back to having those honors classes as well. things like, for right now, it looks like that we don't have many clubs and organizations that's active at our school. We're bringing those things back. I mean, we should have a National Junior Honor Society, and we should have a National Honor Society. We should have Beta Club. We should expose our students and take them on those trips so they can compete against other students. Those type things are important. We should have a chess club here. We have students here to play chess, but yet they don't have a club. We're going to bring chess club here, right? So those are kinds of things I want to bring back to improve our culture and to encourage students to want to come to school. School should be a fun and exciting experience. It shouldn't be boring. Oh, I got to get up and go to school again. You know, I don't want. No, we want to make school exciting for our students. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Where do you see Capital in the next 5 to 10 years?
As one of the top schools within EBR, I expect us to get there.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, I want to add that Capital has a strong alumni and community, and I want to ask you to get engaged with Capital High School. You can contact me to get engaged. Come out and let's support these students, our students, and let's mentor them and help get them the way they need to be so they can have success. I'm excited to be a Capital Alumni, and I'm excited for the teachers and the students that we have because they're so talented and so smart. So please come and support us. We're going to start Coffee with the Principal in January, probably the second week of January. We'll communicate that out to the community as well as to our parents. Love for you to come meet the principal and come talk to him once a month about anything you want to talk about. We need community and parent engagement.
And thank you again, Dr. Greely, for being here today.
All right, go Lions.
We'll be right back after this break.